Welcome to the Sunday Sit Down series. I am Eddie Ramos. Today I am joined by professional boxer and ESPY Award winner Kim Clavel. Kim, thank you for joining me today.
It's a pleasure.
So, Kim, you're coming off of a very big win for yourself, your American debut as well.
Yeah.
You're sitting at 12-0 with 2 knockouts. Your career has really, this year has been kind of a crazy year for you. Just talk to me about the experience of that victory and kind of everything leading up to it.
At first, I was really proud to go to fight in USA. Well, my American debut, it's something else. It's something else because for me, all the professional boxer, the better one came by America. So Las Vegas MGM was special. And I remember as a kid when I started boxing, I saw all my favorite boxer fight there, and now that was me. I was between the ring there, and that was a great moment with a good opponent. But we won all round, so I'm really proud because we worked really hard for this moment.
Yeah, you put a lot of time in. You were fighting another undefeated fighter as well. And
Yeah.
you made your American debut at the MGM. I mean, that's a big deal. You should be very proud of yourself. And I can't, I don't know how many people have made their American debut, at the MGM Grand. That's truly astonishing. So, Kim, and we'll take it back a little bit. Talk to us about how you got involved in boxing, kind of your first experience in the ring.
Yes, I started boxing. I was 14, 15 years old, and I saw a little boxing gym in my country town where I grew up. And I said to my mom that I want to try this because I was a girl who loved to fight, to to work, to move and everything. And so I said, okay, I would try. And at this moment, you know, as a teenager, sometimes you leave something and it's hard. And that was like therapy for me. So I try, and I remember after the first training, I came to see the coach, my 6 feet three coach, and I said, I want to be a champion. I want to be the best, and I want to compete. And he looked at me and said, "Oh, whoa, a little girl. So to start to train, and we will see." But that was my longest relationship, and then 8 months after, I won the Quebec championship. So 85 fights later, I'm professional right now, and I live as a pro boxer. So this is amazing.
Yeah, I saw you made your pro debut 2017. We'll get into that in
Yes,
a minute. So you're standing at 5 feet tall. You're in this gym. How many at that time? And you were born in Montreal. Is that correct?
I'm born like 1 hour from Montreal in
Okay.
a little country town. I grew up with horse, dog, sheep, and everything on a farm. So now I moved to Montreal because now my gym is here. My trainer live here. So I live like 5 minutes from the gym, and I live my athlete life at 100% because I want to be the best.
So it sounds like true dedication. I mean, you had to commute
Yes,
to get to the gym just learning the sport. I mean, that sounds like an hour-long commute to Montreal then in a big city, obviously coming from where you grew up.
yes, yeah. Because I did a lot of road just before I moved in Montreal. Like I was 1 hour from Montreal, so each day I took my old car and come to the gym. And I don't know if my car will be okay to do the road, but I need to train, and I want to train with the best. So I need to go to Montreal to have good sparring. So every day I did the road, even if I was working as a nurse, and that was a hard time. But when you want something in life, you have to do it. It's the only way to success.
Yeah, it's a great way to put it. You obviously made many sacrifices, not only the commute. So you're in this gym. Is there other female fighters at the time that is within the gym that you're working at, or Are you sparring other males? How was that experience?
You talk about my gym in Montreal?
Correct.
Yes. Yes, we are lucky that we have a lot of girls and we have girls on national teams, so we have good sparring. But I love to spar with men too because they are professional. They are more the professional style, so they can work. Uh, the amateur style and professional are different, so the tempo is different. So you need to work with both. But I'm really lucky to have good sparring at the gym. So sometimes we have to call or to bring someone in another country to come, or sometimes I go to train in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard you stop by the gym, obviously, with Angela and Gabriel. We'll give a shout out to them.
Yes,
Um, I see a picture of you online with Ariana, one of the fighters in the gym as well, and she was so excited to
she
see
helped me to
you.
prepare.
Yeah,
Yes,
and when you,
that was
and
amazing, and they are amazing people. And Gabriel and Anna, they are so simple, but oh, I love her. I love them so much. They are friends, good friends.
yes, and we're so excited you're part of our team. I mean, we loved it. We were so excited for you to see you. We're like, oh, it's Kim on ESPN. Like, that's a big deal. You made your American debut at the MGM Grand. We got to put that in
Yes,
perspective. I mean, it's truly astonishing.
thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
you're welcome. And as you continued your amateur experience in Canada, fighting, did you ever come to the States in your amateur days, or was it purely around Canada?
As an amateur, I was on the national team 7 years. So I was Canadian champion. So I had to travel a lot because I had to represent my country everywhere. I did like two world champions, Pan American Games. So I traveled to Turkey, China, France, Honduras, Brazil, Venezuela, everywhere, Tunisia. So I had a lot of travel, but USA, not really. Las Vegas, that was my first time. I only came in USA to visit my sister because she live in Oklahoma City. So I visit her. She trained horse there. So, but for boxing, that was really my first
Wow. So your first time, that's intense, and then you end up in Vegas. I mean, I'm trying to put that in
time.
perspective.
Yes,
That's a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure.
yes,
So you were essentially training to go to the Olympics. We're talking 2012, 2016, that kind of time frame.
yeah,
As you're going into those two Olympic games, that was the goal. Was there
yeah.
not a light flyweight division at that time? Is that what really kind of was the holdup there, or were you as far as
Yes, that was
pursuing the
hard because
Olympics?
as an amateur, your goal, your main goal is Olympic. But the girls was uh, in 2012. That was the first time they put the girls in women boxing at the Olympics. That was the first time, and you know that
Right.
we have 10 weight categories, and they only put three. So my weight class wasn't there,
Wasn't part of it.
and I was really sad because if if my weight class was there, uh, I for of course I was selected to go there because at each world championship I was in the top 8 or top 5. So, but I wanted to wait to see if they will put other weight categories, but they didn't put mine. So I did everything I can as an amateur. So I said, okay, now it's time to go pro, and that was a dream. And my new main goal is to be world champion.
Wow. Wow. So and we'll recap this. 2017, you turn pro. It's now
Yeah,
2020. You win an ESPY. You're undefeated. You fight at the MGM Grand. That's a lot in
yeah,
a very short period of time. We're talking a 3-year span. Congratulations,
yeah.
Kim. That's truly, like I
Thank
said,
you.
astonishing. Talk to us about your relationship with your family, your gym, the people in your gym. We're going to kind of go a little bit, cover a couple different bases here. I'd like to focus
Yes.
on your relationship with your family and your grandparents specifically. Could you talk about that relationship and how it's impacted your life um,
Yes,
in your pursuit of nursing?
I'm really close. Yes, I'm really close with my grandmother. She is the pillar of the family, and she's like my best friend. I can say everything to her, and each week I go to breakfast with her. I bring her shopping because she don't have car, and so I love to take care of her because she is important for me. And I already live with her like six months. And I remember when I grew up, my mother didn't have a lot of money, and she was alone with two kids. But we have great valor and great things. But my grandmother was the one who um, what is who buy me like a coat for the winter, glove and things. She helped a lot to go to school to have everything that I need. So she took care a lot of me. So now I want to take care of her. And now she's 83 and she's healthy. And I thank God for that. And so I'm really close of her. And I close with my sister. She I miss her so much because now I can't visit her. But she's like a best friend too. With my mom, even my father. My father is a whole cowboy, like you can see in the movie. He did like rodeo. He lived in the Texas for 15 years. He was world champion in rodeo. So he is something else.
Yeah, it's
He
very
lives a
different.
life differently. Yes. And with the gym, for me, the gym is the my second family. I'm really close with Daniel Bouchard, with Stéphane Larouche. My best friend, Sarah Kali, she is in my corner when I box. And they are really important for me. And, you know, when you have a gym, you don't need psychologs. You don't need therapists. The gym is your therapist and it's your family. You don't need anything else when you have a family in the gym. And each day when I wake up, I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky to have this life and to, to live my passion at 100% with person that I love. It's, it's, it's really special.
Yeah, that's a true blessing. You've turned your dreams into a
Yes.
reality, and you're living that every day.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Kim, as you are now in this part of your career, you want to be a world champion. Are there short-term goals moving forward from here? We are going to take it back and talk about you're a nurse, and we'll talk more
Yeah.
about that. But in the short term, what are your current goals?
My current goal, of course, is now my short goal. I would love to fight again till the end of the year.
Okay.
And of course, 2021, I think it's gonna be my strap season. I think it's gonna be my title fight. So we prepare for it, and we need one, two more fights to we have something to try to work on and to put a tool, one more tool in my bag, and because when I would be on championship fight, I don't want to be only an opponent or a participant. I want to win, so I have to prepare. I'm not. I don't want to do things too fast. I want to do things correctly, and yes, my main goal is to be world champion and to stay. To stay is more difficult than to become. So, and I would love to be world champion. Start at 105, 108, and 112.
Keep moving up,
So
and you be like Manny
yes,
Pacquiao and dominate multiple divisions.
yes,
That's awesome. So as you continue on your pursuit of being a world champion, you're also a champion outside of the ring. You've taken your giving spirit and you're a full-time nurse. Now, a year ago, you decided to step away and put all your effort and energy into boxing. Last August, I believe, of 2019, you walked away. You decided, you know what, I'm going to
exactly.
go for it. And then the
Yeah,
pandemic came. Talk to us about your love of being a nurse and helping others.
yeah. First. before taking my sabbatical years, I was nurse at the newborn hospital with newborn maternity with moms giving birth, and then I I wanted to focus on my boxing, but the pandemic came, the fight was canceled. My first main event here in Montreal canceled. So for real, helping for me is something big. I feel it. I need it. And at this moment, I can't stay home doing nothing when I can make a difference. So I sent my CV everywhere, and I wanted to help. So I came in the elderly center to help the most vulnerable person, and I started to work for 3 months in the hot zone of the COVID-19.
Wow.
That was something big too. I
That's
think this fight was bigger than my last fight in Las Vegas.
wow. That's putting that we got to put that in perspective. So you stepped away a year ago. 6 months later, you're doing what you you essentially reversed the course at that point. You stepped
Yeah,
into facing and helping others in the middle of the pandemic. That's that's astonishing as well. And I want to thank you from Team La Perla and the world, Kim, for your service.
thank you.
I know ESPN honored you as the Pat Tillman Service Award winner in 2020. This happened back in June. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
And that award, the Pat Tillman Service Award, honors an individual with strong connection to sports, an individual, excuse me, with a connection to sports that has served others in a way that echoes the legacy of Pat Tillman.
Exactly.
Wow, there's the award. There you have it. That's awesome, Kim.
Yes, he's right.
You turn pro, and 3 years later, you're winning an ESPY. I mean, we got to put that into
Yes.
perspective as well. Truly an honor. Truly an honor to have you on today. And as we continue to talk about Kim Clavel, professional boxer and ESPY award winner, Kim, what would you say is your toughest fight in your career? Or would you say that maybe facing this pandemic has been the toughest fight of your career?
Yes, of course. The pandemic was my toughest fight. But you want to know like my toughest opponent or
Yes.
yes? The toughest one came from Romania. She was a southpaw and she was sorry for my word, but she was a little bitch. Like like she was um, not sneaky, but headbutt, push. You know what kind of opponent
A
I
lot of
said,
dirty
and
boxing.
that yes, dirty boxer, and she cut me with one headbutt at the second round on the nose right there, and at
Right.
the round number five, just right there with the headbutt too. So I had a lot of blood everywhere, and so she tried to punch me only on my cut. That was a big fight with a lot of blood and everything. And I had like four stitch there, and that was my biggest fight. So not only because she was good, but because the situation when you have to fight with a lot of blood in your nose, in your eyes, and but it's weird, but I love it. I felt it's dirty. You have to fight to win, and you are in trouble, and you have to find something big, something strong inside of you to work and to don't give up. And I love it.
That reminds me of Arturo Gatti, another French Canadian fighter who I looked
Yes.
up to growing up. Who would you say were some of the fighters that you looked up to and kind of found that inner spirit in that tough fight you were talking about? Who were some other fighters you looked up to growing up?
In Canada, uh, I love it, the Lucian Bute. I remember as a kid, he was the first pro boxer that give me some chicken. What is called when your hair on the arms go up? It's
You got some goosebumps from Lusan Butte, and I'm not pronouncing it probably correctly. You said it very well, obviously. Yeah.
okay, goosebumps. Yes,
Okay.
I had some goosebumps. But the first fighter I remember that gives me the the will to fight was Joe Kazage. You know Joe Kazage?
Yes.
Yes, that was he was the first boxer I saw on the TV, and I was like, oh wow, he can box. He's so fast, and he I think he throw like so many punches
Punches
in
and
one
bunches.
round. I was wow, I want to do it. And after that, of course, I love Lomachenko. Can't wait for the fight of Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. Can't wait for that. And I think Lopez will knock Lomachenko.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
That's okay. So we're getting a wow. That's a big call. I'm
yeah.
gonna hold you to that. I actually met Teofimo years ago. He used to fight down. I live in Orlando, Florida now. I used to live in Tampa, and he fought on Boxeo Telemundo a few times. So I was able to work
Mm-hmm.
with him, and good kid, confident kid, has made many
Yes,
strides, and he has the power. I'll say that.
yes.
It's a matter of can
He's
he
young.
yes, and can he
He's
make
hungry.
yes, he is. Can he make contact with Lomachenko? I mean, I think a lot of I've just seen, Nicholas Walters. There was a number of fighters that just quit on the stool. They just got so frustrated. I think it was like two or three
Yes,
fights in a row. He's facing guys, and you just
yes.
making them quit. And I'm
I
like,
don't know
wow.
if he will come. I don't know if he will come too emotive to fight against Lomachenko because he is hard to touch.
Yes.
But if he touch him, he can make him slip. I can't wait to see that. Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting, and it brings you back to Linares. Jorge Linares fought him, and I remember he caught him. He put him down. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a matter if you can land, and with Tiafimo's power, we all know it is very
Yeah,
dangerous, very
yes,
very dangerous.
exactly.
So Kim, who would you say your style emulates in the ring?
I think I'm a polyvalent. You know, polyvalent,
Okay, I've heard the
polyvalent.
yes, yes.
I'm a polyvalent boxer. I think my I think I can do good is to adapt myself to the others.
Okay,
So I fought everywhere in the world. So I fought against Asiatic, Mexican, Russia, so every style. So I'm used to have to adapt. But uh, I'm a boxer who throw a lot of punch. I love to work in balloons, and I can move good in the ring. And my left hook is my better tool. Jab, left hook. I love to work with my left.
awesome. So as you adjust your styles during fights, is there who would you say has helped you the most in your career? You obviously have your trainer, you're a second. Let's give a little love to them. You're 12-0, two knockouts. Who's helped you the most make these adjustments in your career as you move forward?
Of course, Danielle and Stefan. Danielle, she's with me now. It's for 10 years. So she know me like she made she
Like another
I don't
mom
know
or
in
sister?
English, but yes,
Okay.
she know me by heart. So she know everything, and she's good to make me improve. And Stefan is really good because he know boxing a lot. He is successful. He can see things that other person can see. So it can make me do some adjustments. So both together, they are an amazing team. And I know without them, I would probably not be 12-0. And so thanks to them. Because boxing is an individual sport, but you need your team. Team around is so important. And yes,
And that's what we stand at Team La Perla. We always say this is effort, this is a positive attitude, this is making a difference team, and that's really the emphasis. And it sounds like you've had truly that support system from day one. But you've put the time, the effort, the energy
yes,
to get to where you are today. We're so proud of you, Kim, and we're so proud to call you a friend at Team La Perla Boxing and MMA. And you always know that door is open, and you always know we tell everybody you can come train, and you never know who's going to
yes.
walk in. So it's truly a testament to your spirit, and congratulations on the ESPY award.
Thank you.
What would you like to say to other people out there right now that are struggling, as well as other possible future the youth fighters that maybe want to, or the youth that want to pursue the sport of boxing and or maybe even MMA?
Yes, I think that the key of success is to never give up, to persevere. And I know sometimes you have to have a main goal in your head, and sometimes that don't work, and oops, it's good, and it's like this. But you have to always have your main goal here in your head, and you don't have to talk of your main goal to everyone. It's secret. It's yours. Choose the right people around and make a great team and the main goal. So together, choose the right person around you. It's really important. And of course, in boxing, in professional boxing, it's cruel. It's business. So if you don't have the right person around you, they can use you to make money or things like that. So you have to be bright, you have to be smart, and you have to be surrounded by the right people and hurt people.
It's great that you're talking about that, because the focus is on building that foundation, and it will lead to success. The sky is the limit at that point. Building that foundation is so vital
Yeah,
to a fighter's success inside and outside of the ring. And that we truly appreciate your time today. Um,
thank
Kim,
you.
we're so proud of you. We look forward to you pushing your career forward and being successful inside and outside of the ring. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your story.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for the invitation, and I hope to talk with you again. Maybe after my title fight. Maybe next time I'm gonna be the world champion.
For sure, and it will happen. We believe in you,
Yes,
and we'll see you in the gym, hopefully over in Puerto Rico very soon.
yes. Can't wait to come back to my home, La Perla.
There's a shout out. We love you, Kim. Take care. Thank you so much for
Take
joining
care.
us.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day, everyone.
All right.